G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. I just got done doing another live stream with my good mate, Matty on Steelers Touchdown Under. So I will try and link that video or the live stream to this video right now. And today we're talking about Chase Claypool. Look, in the past, I have talked about Claypool a lot, but it's in the news. So it's, it's something we I kind of want to bring up again because there's some news out there now that Claypool isn't motivated to be a Bear. So reports that he isn't really, working out as well as they thought. And it brings me back to what I was saying this time last year. This time last year, after the Claypool point, never losing, never heard of us sayings, his overall demeanor, I think, with the team, I was never really a fan of Claypool. I liked Claypool in his first year. As a rookie, I thought he had a fantastic year. Big Ben, 11 TDs. He ran some TDs and jet sweeps. That kind of stuff in 2020. He came out firing. He had 4 TDs against the Eagles. He was a pretty good receiver. Then everything just fell off into year 2, which was 2021. And then, of course, year 3 in 2022. And then he was traded midway. And last year, I said, should the Steelers trade away Claypool? I also said that, Pickens, Claypool announced his replacement being Pickens, and we saw that. But at the same time, we look, you can't predict the future in some things like this. But I just saw that he didn't have the right Steeler mindset to be a productive receiver. I like Claypool, how he would work off the slot, how you give him the ball short, sharp, and quick. He can run the good yards after a 5-yard catch, 7-yard catch. But anything down the field doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Anyways, I found this video. You guys might have saw this on, I think it was Chicago Bears, ESPN. I'm going to play the audio, and I'm going to react to it.
He continued to say he's got time. He's got these 40 days to get healthy before training camp. He has said that he's got time to get into the playbook and that he has learned the playbook. I have heard from a few people inside that building that he is not somebody who is very self-motivated. There's a long way to go. Chase Claypool can change the narrative. Waddle always likes to say, if you want to change the narrative,
change the narrative.
So Chase Claypool can do so. All I can tell you is it isn't trending in a way that the Bears have wanted it to trend in this offseason. Chase Claypool is a guy that they've wanted to see some things from. They have not been able to see those things from him on and off the field. All those things don't sound great for Claypool going into training camp on where they think he's going to be.
Rightio. So that was Waddle. I think Waddle and Silver from the ESPN show in Chicago, pretty much saying that Chase Claypool hasn't really fit into the idea or the system that is the Bears over there. I think this is probably, best for both parties, right? When the Steelers traded away Claypool, a lot of fans were they're going, oh, no, we need him. To me, he just never really fit in our organization, and it kind of shows that. And Omar Khan, Mike Tomlin, I think their football knowledge is key. They're a genius. They know what's going on. They saw an opportunity to trade him away, and when they did so, the minute he was traded away, the Bears lost, I think, 8 games in a row. So when Claypool went over there, they lost 8 in a row, right? And the Steelers went on to win 6-2 from the bye. So it turned out to be best. If Claypool turns out to be a good receiver, 500 yards, 600, 700, TDs, can be productive, can give the Bears a chance to win, then it's best for both parties because we don't need a guy like Claypool in our team. We have Pickens, Deontay, Robinson, Calvin Austin, Muth, all those guys. With Claypool being over there, he gets a new fresh start to go and he calls himself a top 3 receiver. So he gets a fresh start doing that. And at the same time, we got the best pick being 32 to get JPJ. So I'm okay with this. I saw the news come out. And I was like, I know I talk a lot about Claypool. I've, pretty much thrown him under the bus. Just never a fan. I think a guy like him who has the big high ego, who does all the TikToks, Rick Rocks, and, creates that big brand. I'm all for confidence. I like confidence. If you are confident, fantastic. At the same time, though, I just don't like how after 1 year, things were Mapletron, and he jumped on the Megatron train, Calvin Johnson was a fantastic receiver for the Lions. And he jumped on that, called himself Mapletron, tried to start this old brand, this Chase Claypool brand. I actually think that if Chase Claypool gets cut by the NFL, he might play in the XFL. He might not even play football anymore. He might just turn into a TikToker. He's got more praise, I think, on online with TikTok and Instagram and those reels and that brand than he does being a football player. So he might be trying to expand his brand and business, being like a celebrity online, doing all those challenges, all those like dances and things like that. I just don't see him as like a real football player. And he calls himself top three. But this is one point where Chase Claypool can prove every single fan wrong, including myself. Go out there, have a great year, and see what happens. I wish him luck, but I just don't see it. And I'm happy that the Steelers made the trade last year and they went and got the 32nd pick, that being JPJ. So, anyways, guys, that's the Claypool news today. That's the Steelers news. Not much going on. There's now a mini camp is wrapped up. In a few days' time, I'll be going on a bit of a hiatus for about 2 weeks. I will let you guys know in my last video when I do that. I'm taking off about 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks just to chill out, get things refreshed, reorganized, get ready for a big season. So that's coming very shortly, and I can't wait for that. And then I can't wait for the Steelers season to come back. Steelers come back, I think, 26th of July for training camp. Your summer, barbecues, beers, all that stuff. Can't wait for things to happen. Get back at it. And really, I really just can't wait for week one. Can't wait for Steelers to verse the 49ers week one and show the world that we are a good team, we're a great team, and we can win games and get ourselves back to the playoffs. Anyways, I'm happy with the Trace Claypool trade and how it worked out. He gets a chance with the Bears. He can go and start a new career. And the Steelers got one of the best picks at 32. And a really good result for Omar Khan and the Steelers and Mike Tomlin. I'll see you guys later. Alrighty, Steeler Nation, just a bit of bonus coverage. I said I was going to give a shout out to whoever counted how many Y's I said during the video yesterday. So Steelers at West says, morning Mark, had nothing better to do while I was waiting for my co-workers to show up and count the Y's. Apparently it was 57 plus or minus a Y. So shout out to you, Wes, who went back and watched the video and counted every Y. You're crazy. Also, a quick shout out to some other comments too I got in that video. Was fantastic. You know what's funny now, and I hope they change it back. Because I can't see your guys' name anymore. I see your Twitter, or your at name. So at SteelDad224. Gave a nice story as well. Was fantastic. So thanks for that. Who else gave a good story as well? Pete as well. Thank you, Pete, mate. Gave a nice story too about how you became a fan. And Roberta as well. Thank you, Roberta, for your story too. They're fantastic. I love those comments. I love reading those. While I'm, finishing the video or when you guys catch up and stuff like that. But big shout out to Steelers West who counted 57 Ys. I'll see you guys later.